Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, cosmic conscious initiates of the Great Awakened Timeline. Welcome to June and the White Wizard Wave Spell. As we enter this new powerful month in Wave Spell, we had more massive waves of fifth-dimensional gamma plasma flowing into this realm from on high, appearing as a white-out beam on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 32 Hz, 45 Hz, 28 Hz, and a big blast at 67 Hz. The doorway to 5D and beyond has been flung wide open for all with the eyes to see and the ears to hear, shall pass through as the first wave of galactic citizens of the multidimensional New Earth. We are the ones the world has been waiting for. We lead by example, and it starts in our homes and communities and spreads through this realm exponentially. We live in the love of our almighty I Am presence, and we do the best we can, not judging ourselves nor others. I know it's easier said than done. This is why day by day in every way I am getting better and better at anything I put my mind to, in every action I take, and in the stillness I practice. In this, your life becomes your art, and your breath becomes your guide through your pure awareness. Mindset is key in staying positive and focused on our task of living our best life here and now. Herein lies the problem. People are looking outside themselves for the evidence of the shift of the ages. We must witness the true changes within us before we can see with the eyes of the spirit on an energetic level, just as there must be a shift in consciousness before the physical reality is affected. All shamans and sages know this fact. That is why star-seated ones, we are the anchors, the navigators, the lighthouses, and the guides. We came into this realm holding this gnosis within our DNA, within our minds. We can be assisted by external entities such as teachers, higher dimensionals, star beings, and spirit guides, but we must do our own inner work, which is the most important aspect of this great shift of the ages. This is why many moons ago the Zen masters transmitted to me the concept of born alone, gone alone, come alone. No one can meditate for you, no one can love and free your inner child but you. This is why the inner world mirrors the external and the external mirrors the internal. It is a two-way street, a two-way mirror. One cannot exist without the other, but you really only have true potential to control your inner reality, which then affects the external, and we accomplish this beginning with a positive mindset and the belief in your own divine sovereign power. It is time to activate your inner magic, wizards of the new Jerusalem, and keep the faith while shining your light and rising through the ascension spiral into the dawning of the new golden age of eternal life. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Now we continue with the Summit Lighthouse, Alpha Thrust and Omega Return. The Alpha Thrust is the thrust of spirit, the going out from God or descent of the soul by the light of the Father. And the Omega Return is the coming into God, or the ascent of the soul by the light of the Mother. And from Divine Sistar of the Light Stellar Fairbairn, the Great Flash or Galactic Flash is you waking up to the resurrection, recalibration, and reoccurrence of your divine sovereign self. And from Divine Sistar of the Light Ali Ray, be steadfast, beloveds, no matter what appears to befall you or the outer world. Hold steady in love and faith. Grace, peace, and love abide in you always. Love is your light and will always light your way. It is so. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. June feels like a new start on many levels. Summer, love, passion. After the death and rebirth energy of April and May, we are ending an old cycle and moving forward, with Mercury ending June 3rd, Saturn starting June 4th, Neptune starting June 28th, and Pluto retrograde throughout the month. We will be focused more on what is happening within, to be able to understand things better and to let go of the ego's resistance to change. Cancer season will bring more sensitivity at the end of the month. More than ever, we are guided to be and live in the present moment, to go with the flow, not hold ourselves back, and do what others say or expect of us. Look within and find the answers. With new energy coming in during the 6/6 portal and solstice, we will receive an energetic boost that will push us into the unknown to find new levels of awareness, consciousness, and let go of what we have been holding on and set boundaries. We will learn how to express ourselves in a way others will understand what we want and what we don't want. June will be a busy month, but more on the inside than the outside. The retrograde movement of the planets will push the focus inside, and the full strawberry supermoon in Sagittarius and the emotional new moon in Cancer will add to it. But the results will be really good at the end, even though you won't feel blessed with all the feelings and emotions coming to the surface while it's happening. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Pars Kute, the new kingdom is emerging. Unstoppably, it is on its way to us. It is part of a sacred process in which the light is asserting itself in the whole creation. In this, the 10th revelation, it shall be brought to our attention that the change on this earth concerns the whole creation, the whole universe. This local event affects the whole creation. We are now experiencing the new earth timelines and the incoming significantly strong new light codes with much higher frequency of blue ray energy is continuing to reach our planet. As this energy interacts with our own energy field, the existing pattern is likely to be rearranged as we incorporate the higher frequencies and release the lower ones. With Divine Love of One, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Nikul Makindo. We are master creators, and we are able to pull from the master, ascended, creative energies to create that which resonates towards bringing our desires into reality. So I can pull learnings and practices from Tesla, Hemingway, Jesus, Ganesh, archangels, galactic families of light, whatever I wish to aid in my creation, an expansion of I am that I am. This is one of your many powers. We all have access to all this wisdom and knowledge held within the Akash. Call in the required energy to co-create with you, and if your heart is pure and your intention is for your highest good and for that of the collective, your every wish is granted. Your heart is the portal, the vortex of all creation. Sync it up to the third eye, bypassing the mind, and observe which energy you require to bring your desires to fruition. Don't be afraid. Your experience is unique to you. All are valid experiences and all add to the collective. Don't pay attention to anyone else's perceptions of your reality. Just because your reality may be perceived as false or even delusional, they are not on your path and therefore not privy to all you see, feel, and know to be true for you. Happy creating, and go forth and prosper. Peace. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Mike Harrigan, Light Activation. You are carrying planetary codes of light that will be activated when you reach the code frequency, love. As you continually uplift your consciousness and frequency, the codes of light in your DNA will be activated. When the filaments of these codes of light are released, they will interact with the light grid that surrounds the Earth. This light grid is already irrevocably interlocked with the light grid within the Earth. Earth is moving into the 5th dimension. Keep working on your spiritual growth. Your codes are needed to help with planetary ascension. Your solar system sun downloads and channels waves of energy that impact your planet, driving you and all the creatures on it to move and advance to new levels of consciousness. The sun is a very active component in the ascension process, as it regulates a lot of the energy transferences into third dimension from higher galactic sources like Sirius, the galactic central sun, and the universal central sun. These light codes carry the mathematical matrices of the new beginning, the seed forms of new thoughts that will both bridge the old reality to the new, and also create an exciting new reality structures as the shift unfolds and develops. Some light codes weave the far reaches of the galaxies together in vast infinity loops with your own galaxy, solar system, and Earth and human consciousness. Thought forms are encoded in geometrical configurations, some of which are known on Earth as the structures defined in sacred geometry. Other light codes are coming in through the galactic stargate portals that are quantum multidimensional. That means they carry intentions that will initiate, activate, and enhance humanity's emerging elevation in consciousness. We have come here during this time of planetary ascension to assist and awaken humanity. The ascension of planet Earth is in the transition into higher frequencies. We are transitioning into higher realms of consciousness and unity as a collective. We are upgrading our bodies to incorporate more light and multidimensionality. It involves restructuring our emotions and physical DNA in order to match the raising frequency of the planet. Much love and light, Mike Harrigan. I am, you are, we are, oneness, global consciousness. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Aluna Joy Yashkeen. Realigning with the life we were meant to live. For many, many years, messages have been shared with us about awakening humanity, developing a cosmic orientation point within. This is a center point that would keep us anchored to our soul's journey while traveling through a shift of an age. We knew it would help us maintain balance while the old world faded away, as the proverbial rug was ripped out from underneath us, and as a new world began to emerge. Well, we are in the deep end of this process now. From this past equinox and following eclipse portal, the frequencies have been turned up at an accelerated rate. This powerful time is realigning us with the life we were meant to live, not the life our ego wants to replay to feel safe. We are literally unzipping ourselves from our old path and ways, step by step. This process and outcome will be different for each person, and no doubt, if we are facing this time with our eyes and hearts wide open, this will be the most challenging and fulfilling work we will have done in our lives. We understand that we can no longer be anchored in the old world as it is broken, and we have also evolved past its usefulness. The past has served us greatly and has delivered safety to this point. Yet we can also see that the new world ahead of us is not quite ready to be fully grounded. We are unzipping ourselves from the past, and during this process we might feel even separated from ourselves until we rebalance. There is this seemingly vast void in the in-between what was and what will be. In this place we might feel great loss and sadness of our old life and world dissolving away throughout time, space, and dimensions. Even our deepest soul intent that was a work that would take many lifetimes to complete may now be unfinished and also obsolete. These multi-life projects are the hardest to let go of, and the grief is very primal and very deep. We are not just letting go of reality from this lifetime, but a reality that evolved in this entire past cycle of time and everything that it contained. There's no need to worry about the earth or humanity's outcome in this process. You cannot make a mistake or miss your boat. The Star Elders continue to say that anything out of alignment with the new laws of nature, the new frequencies or energies, cannot proceed into the future. If it's falling away now, it is meant to fall away. We are being placed exactly where we need to be, even if it is challenging or unexpected. There's a lot of purging to come, and this will continue for some time, and a lot of it will be a surprise to us. This is a light warrior's journey. This is a journey to reprogram our physical bodies and to raise our consciousness and sharpen our awareness. We are asked to fully let go of our outdated past and history. Layer after layer of the old world is being peeled away. The memory in these layers can rise into our awareness in flashes of the past lives and the projects that have not been completed. With each layer we travel through, we must also process this loss and let it go. Grief is the natural process of letting go. The depth of our grief is equal to how much our hearts and souls were invested in that which we are letting go. This could be an occupation, where we live, our relationships, our projects, even our hopes and dreams. When we do this work of profound letting go, we might temporarily feel vacant, empty, and directionless, and fear might rise up in us as a natural human survival response to change. We will need great courage to step into what is coming next, which is to enter the great void of the unknown. Once we grieve the past, acceptance will follow, leaving us wide open to new experiences that are aligned with the incoming higher frequencies. This time could bring up primal survival issues in our bodies. Survival issues most often affect our lower back, hips and hip flexors, and piriformis and psoas muscles, and cause sciatica or knee issues. Been there, done that. Our bodies are still reacting to the new frequencies with primal programming as a survival mechanism. When a body perceives entering places unknown, it tightens as an automatic protection. Our primal bodies react with each layer we process. This time calls for a lot of stretching, breathing, and a lot of patience. And I'm not one for patience. We must breathe through this process. We need to talk to our body like it is our child. Our bodies need reminding that they are safe, strong, and healthy. I also find Egyptian red amber oil placed directly on the crown and bottom of the feet helps with this process. Also, it might be a challenge to think straight or stay focused because a new multi-level of consciousness will be flowing in. We may not sleep very well or sleep too much. We may have a hard time getting anything done in a day. We might feel overwhelmed with a great many options being presented all at once from all directions. We can also be overwhelmed with the many things that we are being asked to release and let go of. Both incoming flow and the past exiting is happening simultaneously. It has been a confusing time as we leave linear, dualistic, 3D consciousness and enter unifying, spherical, and multidimensional consciousness. When we begin to enter spherical time and have access to multiple dimensions, there will be no linear directions present anymore. Our new cosmic orientation point will be the rarefied light cord that holds us together. An example. Imagine a world where there are no landmarks or no directions like north, south, east, or west, and also no up or down. No sunrise or sunset and no road maps. How would we navigate this? If we were floating out in space and there were no heavenly bodies anywhere to let us know where we are, where are we? Our new cosmic orientation point is the center without a place of origin, because our origin is inside of us. But we already know how to do this. When we were a newborn baby, we entered a strange foreign world that we knew nothing about. We didn't understand how things worked. We didn't understand language, time, and gravity. We didn't understand all the things in the world around us. We had to learn to walk, and yet we did this. In some ways, this is what we're doing now. We are being reborn without dropping the old body and getting a new one. We are hindered by the memory of past locked in our DNA and what we think things are, instead of being aware of what things are now. It is helpful to approach this new time like a little child. It's really imperative to not listen to the noise and chatter in our heads, ego, but feel and sense what is taking place in our hearts, consciousness. Your mind can only repeat programs from the past, but your heart can listen to the future. It is simple, really. The only thing that's really important at this time is to anchor love. Anchor love in our hearts. Anchor love into the earth. Anchor love into the sacred sites in our local areas. Anchor love into our communities. Love is the beginning step to anchor this new foundation in the new cycle we are entering. As we float in what may appear like directionless void, we will begin to see many little opportunities coming forward, clues, and open doors to how our new world will manifest and what our place will be within this world. This is the rising up of pure potential and possibility. This energy of pure potential will create our new intentions, and we will begin manifesting projects and realigning our soul's purpose within the new laws of nature. We are about to leap from one cycle to the next, begin again in a new life without reincarnation. This is a time to gather resources and ready ourselves. Once our landing has anchored, we will be able to step out of the stuck and stalled void we have been in and launch ourselves through the many new open doorways into the life our soul has chosen. This is the welcome home our hearts have craved our whole lives. All that we could not have imagined yesterday is already on the way. Most often the word we and us refers to the reader humanity and also to the star elders, as they do not see a separation between us and them. From alunajoy.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Seraph Knight. We have all signed up for this moment in history here on earth. We answered the call of our hearts. We all know the story of transformation here on earth. This is the greatest shift in humanity's evolution. We are free, sovereign beings. I believe in you all. As the light codes spread across the globe, our DNA is being activated from eons gone by. The energetic grid is realigning and the veils are lifting. Many souls are feeling the shift as they shed the past in the divine remembrance of who they are. To awaken humanity, we must awaken all of ourselves. We are constantly being checked on our path. We are always being tested. The time is now to release the past, the patterns and programs. Reclaim your power, to not give it over to another. Be honest with yourselves. Love is the way. Self-love is the key. Shed the layers, return to the one you are. Fear not, dear hearts. The freedom to reclaim our sovereignty is here. But first the layers of the past must be released as you move further into your heart and soul. The truth is being revealed as you continue to peel back the layers and love all you've been and all you are and can be. Raise your vibration to love the love for you and humanity. I am deeply grateful and humbled for all of you, soul family. Eternally blessed am I to serve you, the Creator, and humanity as a whole. We are in this together. I will not play the separation game. I will not shrink myself. I will shine my love for myself and for all. The fire of love in my heart burns bright. Love you all, blessed am I, we are one. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica. Anchoring New Earth Light, we ask you to open your heart, find the space to expand. In every second you are actively contributing to the mission and the life force of Gaia. As your light body integrates, you will notice more space in your mind, more virtual awareness as your thought processes take a whole new meaning of expansion and expression. The term being will resonate and relate on a whole new level. As your multidimensional self becomes your reality, you will need a period of time integrating this aspect of you. To integrate and connect to your multidimensional wings of light, we ask you to be gentle and sensitive with yourself and others. Your transition is occurring. Know it is a process based on your own needs and ascension level. Self-care, good rest, and harmony is an integral step in the process. Focus your thoughts in a heart-centered space of love and light. Know we love you dearly, galactic brothers and sisters, sending waves of cosmic love for your day. The Arcturians and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. As you continue releasing and healing, you may be reevaluating your life plan. It's becoming easier to see where you are sacrificing or trying to fix others. You may understand how choosing to do so has been creating a false sense of reality and negatively affecting your life. There was a reason and season for that. However, its purpose and soul growth lessons have ended. Now is the moment to focus your attention on making some decisions. The fears, limited beliefs, and trauma that have been holding you back from doing so are transmuting. It's easier to know your truth and take the action steps you're intuitively guided to take. This new perspective is leading to making some major lifestyle changes. New ideas and inspirations are sparking that are better serving you and what you want. This means to shine bright and claim your birthrights of creation. You no longer need to wait on other people to be happy. Instead, set your intentions how to make yourself happy in this new cycle. In doing so, it will be easy to stay the course and get to the finish line of achieving your manifestations. In Jesus Christus' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Astro Mama. June 2022. The calm returns after much turbulence. Action time. The will to create plus manifest your desires. Welcome to June 2022. You have now made it through the recent eclipse and Mercury retrograde season. Congratulations. This is no small feat. The last 2 months have been laden with many extreme highs and lows and unexpected events. Eclipses bring in the unknown and often represent crisis types of situations. We are now waking up from the slumber of such dramatic events, and it is time to take stock on what these eclipses have taught us. We are being asked to recognize the strength and willpower that it brought into our lives. June 2022 is a month of reprieve and a time to catch your breath. You can finally move forward, and many breakthroughs and green lights await you. The planets want to reward you for your tenacity and ability to weather many cosmic storms. Remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Looking to the beginning of June, we have our first fortunate cosmic event of the month. On June 3rd, Mercury, the planet of communication, contracts, and travel, finally turns direct at 26 degrees of Taurus. For the past 3 weeks or so, Mercury has created communication snafus, confusion with contracts and travel plans, and overall chaos within our business plans. Now Mercury is ready to go direct and resolve some of these communication issues. Yay! It is time to launch that business, website, or any new plan of project that you have wanted to begin. We will finally be able to gather our thoughts and ideas with clarity and precision. Within the next 2 weeks, Mercury will return to his home sign of Gemini, where he went retrograde in early May, and that transit will be excellent as well due to Mercury's strength within his ruling sign. This will be a time to take your plans to the next level of intellectual genius and mastery. This transit of Mercury turning direct will be particularly impactful for folks who have their inner planets, the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, close to 26 degrees of Taurus. There could be a significant contract or idea that comes your way now. For everyone else, look where 26 degrees of Taurus falls in your chart to see where communication breakthroughs and new plans will be popping up. On June 4th, Saturn, the planet of obligations, restrictions, and responsibility, turns retrograde at 25 degrees of Aquarius. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius will prompt us to reevaluate our structures and obligations on many levels. Some out-of-the-box thinking could be possible as Saturn is transiting the brainiac sign of Aquarius. This is a time to look at the last 6 months of Saturn's direct motion and take the lessons and trials we went through as reference points of our strength and maturation process. Some folks could see old duties return and old business plans resurface. This is a good time to be willing to remold our future visions with a sense of new vision and perspective. This transit of Saturn retrograde will be particularly impactful for folks with their inner planets, the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, close to 25 degrees of Aquarius. Major karmic cycles could be ending for you now, and a sense of rerouting your ambitions. For everyone else, check where 25 degrees of Aquarius falls in your natal chart to see where you will be restructuring certain plans and duties in your life. Moving to mid-month on June 14th, we have the expansive full moon at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. Full moons always represent culminations, endings, and manifestations. They are super emotional and often lead us to have heightened intuition and gut instincts. Sagittarius, the 9th zodiac sign, deals with truth, wisdom, beliefs, travel, and spirituality. The full moon in Sagittarius is here to have us expand our sights and visions to a new frontier. There is some kind of freedom of expression that will come forth for people at this time. We will want to go big or go home with this optimistic full moon. Some folks could be completing a degree or certification that holds lots of importance and value. Others could be tapping into the deeper aspects of a spiritual practice or philosophy. Travel in all forms will also be a theme. Foreign or educational affairs that happen on or around this moon could also be significant. The transit of this full moon in Sagittarius will be particularly impactful for folks with the inner planets of the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant close to 23 degrees of Sagittarius. Expect big and expansive ideas and plans to be coming to bear fruit around this time. For everyone else, check where 23 degrees of Sagittarius falls in your natal chart to see where you will be expanding your consciousness and bearing fruit on any educational, travel, or philosophical plans. On June 21st, a magical and special day awaits us in the cosmos, the summer solstice. From astromama.com. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar aspects, the moon moves into Cancer, the sign of her domain. It's akin to mother welcoming you home with a hug, a bowl of homemade soup, and a warm bath drawn for you afterwards. But it could seem like the world won't let us rest. It knocks and knocks at the door. Come out to play. Come out to work. Fix this, do that, move your car. Have you seen this? Too much input. Too many goals, just too much. And we could be tempted to sulk, glower, retreat, claws snapping, leave me alone. Sometimes it is appropriate to back away, to self-soothe, to activate the inner mother to provide nurture and support when life is overwhelming. And other times it's appropriate to deal with the knock at the door, to push through fears, to go the extra mile, even when you're tired. The trick is knowing what you need, how to cope when needs aren't met, and how to support yourself from the inside out. Get in touch with what you feel. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Moon 12, Crystal Rabbit Moon. We are at a pivotal time of self-discovery and awakening of the noosphere, the planetary mind. The crystal moon offers the focalizing point to universalize our mind into a unified thought form in order to manifest, crystallize a new reality. The noosphere is encoded with the multidimensional scale of the universal cosmic mind. Cosmos appears or is experienced directly according to the level of perception and intelligence which is perceiving. While multidimensional operations of consciousness are normal for the noosphere, for the human this is paranormal. Paranormal phenomena help stretch the mind towards those places of consciousness which indicate some kind of higher level of existence. In his book Earth Ascending, Jose Arguelles synthesized all of the previous thinking about the noosphere. This book illustrates the full understanding of the PSI bank, located in the Earth's electromagnetic field between the inner and outer Van Allen radiation belts. The psi bank can be understood as the nervous system of the noosphere. It represents a system of information storage and regulation which is coded by the 1320 universal timing frequency and adjusted to the presentation of the Tzolk'in matrix on Earth. Television and internet, including smartphones, iPads, computers, etc., comprise the virtual noosphere, with television being the virtual cognizing mind of planetary being, and the internet its communication, storage, and retrieval of virtual psi bank. These two technologies hold in place the nearly 8 billion humans by a single virtual nervous system, which renders them all as one planetary being. In the pulsar cosmology of the wave spell, the 12th position or tone, corresponding to the 12th moon, completes the third dimension mind pulsar, which began in the 4th moon, the self-existing moon of form. The 12th position signifies the cooperation of form when we take stock of past actions and prepare future actions. Noah's letter number 102, lawoftime.org. Cosmic History quote for Moon 12, Day 3. Any knowledge that we avail ourselves of regarding the noosphere and the PSI bank quickens and precipitates the mental, spiritual, quantum shift in our consciousness and in our own self-perception. From 13moonpeacetime.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 14, White Magnetic Wizard. The number 1 is called magnetic, and its keywords are unify, purpose, and attract. The first day of a wave spell sets the agenda for the 13-day journey. I personally like the first day. I enjoy contemplating the purpose and setting myself some goals. There are 20 wave spells in the Tzolk'in. This is the second, and each one offers a unique experience. Also, just as the days within a wave spell are connected to one another, the wave spells in the order they appear in the Tzolk'in seem like stepping stones that link the whole 260 days together. Today is a great day to contemplate what you want to achieve over these 13 days. How can you get the most out of it? Today is White Wizard, which represents timelessness, enchantment, and receptivity. Be prepared to not have a clue what's going on for the next 13 days. This is how this wave spell can be experienced. We can be so enchanted that everything can seem a little surreal. The best thing to do is to be the enchanter rather than the enchanted. Put on your wizard's hat and grab a wand. It's time to cast spells. Ask yourself, how can you use your charm to achieve what you need in your life right now? The wizard is an alchemist and a shapeshifter. He can lead you down the rabbit hole and beyond. He can have you question the nature of reality and question yourself. The guide is the White Wizard, so a double helping of enchantment today. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Magnetic Wizard, 14 Ish, Keen 14, 1st of June 2022, Attracting White Magic. 1/6/2022 equal 166 equal 112 equal 13 equal 4. Day codes 1 New Beginnings, Leader, Original. 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. Month year codes 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 12 Acquiring Strength, Wisdom. 3 Holy Triad, Joy, Creativity, Divine. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 14 equal 5 Change, Transformation, Freedom. Welcome to the heavenly month of June. During the divine month of June, heaven's gate is open for all virtuous souls to access their blessings. June is the 6th month in the Gregorian calendar. 6 is the frequency of heaven. It is a beautiful, harmonious code bringing romance, fertility, happiness, and deep contentment through family relationships. In the Northern Hemisphere, the month of June falls in the summer months, favoring weddings and romantic liaisons. The 6 coding enhances this, and with the 6/6 universal month, this bodes well for twin flames and divinely destined partnerships, many magical reunions and realization of dreams fulfilled. The 6 is also the frequency of Christ consciousness, which will be overlighting the star bliss suns through their Christed selves this month. June is a 6th month, and 2022 is a 6th year, giving us a 6/6 heaven gate opening for the entire month of June. What a gift. The double 6 adds up to 12, the symbol of Christ's apostles, in gaining spiritual wisdom and strength. 1 + 2 = 3, which is the frequency of the Holy Trinity, Father, Mother, God, the Holy Child, the Holy Triad. The 3 is a beautiful, divine, and joyous frequency denoting happiness, optimism, and creativity. What a wondrous combination of numerology codes to raise our hopium bar. Divine magic happens. The best news is that on June 1st, 2022, we commence a new wave spell cycle. The 13-day cycle of the White Wizard synchronistically aligns with the beginning of this wondrous heavenly month of June. The White Wizard is a direct conduit for spirit and can access all of the magic of heaven through his pure heart. This bodes exceptionally well for those blessed souls who are granted passage through heaven's open gates this month. The key to accessing this white magic is to align through your heart portal and hold the bliss codes of 5D and above through your vessel. Great divine magic will unfold through your joyous enchantments this month. Get ready to receive divine miracles. Today we have Keen 14 and the Wizard is tribe number 14. giving us a 1414 double wizardry code. The number 14 equal 2 times 7. And today we have the first day of June added to the 6th month, giving us another 7 magical coding. 7 is a very spiritual number and holds the energy of magic. The wizard embodies the double magician's code. The 14 is a highly public frequency. It represents the media, anything in the public domain. It encompasses all forms of media, print, radio, film, and television, print and digital, including social media. It also embraces photography and visual attention, as well as advertising, promotion, and marketing. Anything that involves being seen in a greater context. The 14 brings attention, and you become noticed by many people, enhancing your recognition, fame, and status. There is much spiritual magic afoot with this sensational alignment of codes this month. The white kin are the refiners, and they bring forth the truth as divine messengers and conduits of spirit. Today we have triple white wizard energy, thus we have a very strong connection to divine truth and messages that spirit wants to bring into the public domain. As such, the 7, 14, 14, and 6, code is sure to bring truth through the magic of the wizard to the attention of the masses, perhaps on a global level. Get ready for great revelations. The divine truth shall set us free. Triple Wizardry Day is opening the gates to heaven for all star bliss sons to enter into the higher bliss realms. All these elevated frequencies are working synergistically to ensure we break free from the dark dream spell and fly high on the wings of spirit. If you have any doubts that we are doomed or trapped in this fake reality, then believe that all is well and spirit has our back. These codings are miraculous to get the job done. We have this planetary kin. Yahoo! Today is a supercalifragilistic kind of magical supernatural day, and so it begins. During the Red Dragon cycle, we have been learning all about the importance of love and nurturance, looking after ourselves and our planetary family. We united together as one global family to birth our beautiful new compassionate world through this cycle. Now that we have discovered our most important priorities as humans, we have opened our hearts and are making beautiful connections with our kin. As our hearts and minds are awakening and expanding, we are now ready to embark on the next phase for humanity. The way-showers are ahead of the rest and are leading the way forward, free from the nightmare. Welcome the return of the white magic and miracles into our world, as we are manifesting an enchanting new world through our unified planetary heart. Today we embark on a new magical journey, a new era of white magic, unity consciousness, and heart-centeredness. Today's alignment of white wizard codes is 4 times the magic. We have a double wizard day plus the wave spell, plus we are in the 3rd year of a 13-year magnetic wizard cycle. So indeed we have a plethora of magical energies to draw upon. Get your crystal wands charged. Day 1 of the White Wizard Wave spell starts today. Hip hip hooray! 13 days of magic, enchantment, benefic, spell casting, and manifesting through our true hearts. Now we are ready to fully birth the return of white magic to our planet as we transition from the darkness into the light. All black magic is banished from our realm. We can celebrate the return of the elementals and natural lore through the nature kingdoms and the glory of our divine reconnection with the spirit realms. Start dusting off your magic robes and crystal wands, Earth Wizard, 'cause life on Earth is about to get a whole lot better. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Tone of creation, magnetic tone number 1 in the spiritual realm. Power attracts, action unifies, essence purpose. Day 1 of a new wave spell always starts with the magnetic tone of purpose. In the beginning was the One. From out of nothing here one comes, spinning happily, magnetizing all that it requires for more excellent adventuring. Once strong in purpose, all will effortlessly come together. The magnetic tone is all about attraction. Attracting everything that you require to fulfill your purpose. People, resources, relationships, money, support, and all that you can imagine. The attraction seeks to unify all as one. Thus magnetic kin have a very strong connection to source and a gravitational pull to return there and bring all their buddies with them. Today and during this whole 13-day cycle, we will be questioning, what is my higher spiritual purpose, and how can I attract all the magic I need to fulfill my divine purpose? Today's question is, what do I need to attract, to awaken my inner magician, and manifest greater unity and love through my divine purpose? Am I ready to walk through heaven's gate to the higher bliss realms? Divine blessings, and may your life be filled with great white magic and divine miracles. Aho, magical earth wizards. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White, magnetic world bridger, keen 66. Keen 14, white magnetic wizard. The mantra, the code for today is, I unify in order to enchant. Attracting receptivity, I seal the output of timelessness. With the magnetic tone of purpose, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and donations we're able to continue this work. To our tribe on Patreon, being the first of the month, there's several issues with the processing on Patreon today, so multiple people dropped out. So if you'd like to still continue supporting us in our work and mission and taking part of our teachings and trainings on Patreon, please do us a favor and make sure the transaction went through today. Thank you very much for those that continue to support us in our work and mission. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Diana Rose, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister, for your support. We appreciate you very much and appreciate all of you that continue to support us in this divine time. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at egolovecondor.com. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful prayer from Divine Sister of the Light, Aurelia. This is the prayer for illumination. Beloved, I am presence, light of my soul. I call for the full power of the sacred fire from the temples of illumination, for a full release of illumination flame through my entire consciousness, being, and world. I ask for the flame of illumination to blaze and transform all that would hinder the manifestation of love, wisdom, and power within and without my life stream and my ascension in the light. I ask the Masters of Light to resurrect the memory of my true identity in God and the blueprint of my divine plan. By the flame of illumination, I call for the restoration of my full Christ consciousness as it was ordained by God in the beginning of my descent into manifest form. I call for the flame of illumination to descend and blaze divine wisdom into every cell of my being, into my crown chakra and all of my other chakras. I ask the flame of illumination to reconnect me once again to the forever present pure knowledge of the universal mind of God. Flood the earth with illumination flame each moment of each day to show mankind their way back home. Beautiful and precious golden flame, let thy light bring the end of separation in the consciousness of mankind, for the manifestation of God's holy purposes and the return of the golden age of love and enlightenment. And so be it, beloved I am. From Prayers to the Seven Sacred Flames by Aurelia. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and sacred month of June and a most powerful, white wizard wave spell for the next 13 days. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.